Super Bowl 55 features two of the great tight ends in the NFL over the last decade, Travis Kelce and Rob Gronkowski. Gronkowski here, drafted in 2010, bursts on the scene in 2011, carrying Ryan Kerrigan here for one of his 17 touchdown catches on the season. Yeah, that video is grainy because it was 2011. It'll get better as this video goes on, and the famous Gronk spike after the touchdown. Unbelievable catches, playoff game catches, memorable catches. This corner route right here, Brady lays it up to him. The one-handed grab, the concentration, the effort, laying out for it, showing everybody the ball right there. And then the famous Gronk spike. Sometimes you wondered if the ball just went to Gronk heaven, if it ever came down. He spiked it so hard. That was his way of celebrating. Here in this Super Bowl against Seattle, beating KJ Wright on the outside with a little stutter and go, getting that Super Bowl victory, big part of that game was Gronk's ability. And then Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis, right here against the Philadelphia Eagles. This catch in the fourth quarter gave the Patriots the lead over the Eagles. Patriots just couldn't hold that lead. But again, hardly ever saw him drop a football. How about the following year, Super Bowl 53, 3-3 game in the fourth quarter. There's Gronk in the slot. Rams trying to figure out how to cover him. They just put three guys on him. Brady dropped it in the bucket. He caught that ball in traffic, contested catches. Sony Michel would finish that off, and the Patriots would get themselves another Super Bowl ring.
Down the field they go! Gronkowski has it at the 2-yard line!
But then Travis Kelce, drafted in 2013, had good success with Alex Smith. I mean, here he is just running routes like wide receivers, little hitch routes, but then big yards after the catch. Super smooth, glides, runs routes like wide receivers. Different than Gronk, but still just as effective. You watch him right here, lining up as a flex tight end, moving him in motion much of the time, trying to find good spaces for him. Again, running this route right there and then finishing. You get him right here, you know, in the first of 3 straight championship games against the Patriots, against J.C. Jackson. Just a quick slant, finishing in the paint. Big comeback by the Chiefs that year, fell short, but then the next year in the playoffs, down 24-7 to the Houston Texans with a little stutter and go on this cross route. Great telepathy with Patrick Mahomes when he was in trouble. The first of 3 straight touchdown catches by Kelce to give the Chiefs the lead that they would never surrender.
Flings it, caught, touchdown Kelce.
Just knows where the soft spots in his zone are. Just short motion right here against Tennessee. And you can just see him, just right here as he begins to sit down, Mahomes is going to him. He already knows he finds the soft spot in the zone. It is just a telepathic phenomenon that these two players have.
Kansas City goes down the middle, and it's Kelce.
You can say this about both Travis Kelce and Rob Gronkowski. They both wear 87. They both play with the same tenacity. A little flat route by Kelce in the championship game against Buffalo, going up and over, trying to get that ball into the end zone. Just a yard short of that tackle by Josh Norman. Then Gronk just had power. He had Gronk's style. I mean, you felt like he should be on a turnbuckle and a WWF kind of Monday Night Raw competition. I mean, here he is right now just running this quick slant and then just Gronk style, just punishing people. People question whether his body would hold up after retirement for a year. It held up just fine. You watch him blocking in the postseason this year against guys like Chase Young. His job in this postseason, protecting the general. That's why he came back to play with Brady for another season, but handling some of the best edge rushers in the league, giving Tom Brady extra ticks to find Cameron Brate, the other tight end.
Brady with play action, and throws complete to the 33-yard line, Cameron Brate.
He's always been a great inline blocker, what we call a true Y. We always call true tight ends Ys. Here he is taking the outside linebacker Pittsburgh off the ball, sealing the edge so LeGarrette Blount could cut right off him. Always been a great blocker. Against the Packers in the championship game, here he is on the up top against Rashawn Gary, just sealing the edge right there, moving the line of scrimmage so that Big Lenny can rip this ball off for 9 yards and a first down.
Here's Fournette, gets to the edge and gets a Tampa Bay first down.
But Travis Kelce has never really been a true Y. I mean, he does line up at tight end, and he does block, not like Gronk, but he blocks. But his thing is these type of moves like wide receivers, to quickly separate, to win the route right off the bat with a variety of moves. That's been the hallmark and the strength of Travis Kelce. And maybe his best attribute is that when Patrick Mahomes gets in trouble, he can find him anywhere on the field, like at the Arrowhead logo right there in the middle of the field, come back to find the receiving end of that golden right arm of Patrick Mahomes. And then finally, they're both been just lethal after the catch. I mean, right here, Travis Kelce stacks that corner, gets up on him, and then this violent stiff arm, putting the free safety down and finishing strong.
Mahomes on the run. Kelce gets open, makes the catch. Oh, the stiff arm. Kelce's still going.
I mean, both these guys are finishers. Both will play a prominent role in different ways in Super Bowl 55, but we get to see two of the great tight ends one more time on the field together in Tampa, Super Bowl 55.